Anyway, we'll have our final guest. And as I mentioned earlier, the first three books were historical in nature. And the final guest, her book is about healing. And the title is The Magic Pill It's You. And she's going to tell us why she chose that title. I kind of, sort of know. But anyway, Tracye Robinson, welcome to Black Authors Matter TV.
Thank you, Gwen. And hi, Dr. Rhonda. Nice to see both of you guys tonight.
Nice to see you.
Nice
Thank you
to
for being
see
here
you.
tonight.
You.
And
Thank
we're
you for
glad
having
to
me.
and we're glad you could come on. I know we had a scheduling thing, and
Yeah.
so we finally got you on to talk about your book.
Yes.
Do
Thank
you
you
have
so
a
much.
copy of it
I
handy?
do. I do. It's right here.
Okay, the magic pill is
The
you. And what
magic
is
pill
that
is you.
image on the bottom? What is
The
the
image on the bottom is a lotus flower, and
okay.
that is symbolic also.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So what is this symbolic of the lotus for you, for your book's purpose?
So if we look at the definition or what the symbolic nature is of the lotus flower blooms through mud and it opens up perfectly. And it does that every day. And the colors are vibrant and beautiful. So, how it relates to what I wrote is that we as women can go through a lot. We can be drugged through the mud, go through so much, and we can still rise up beautiful, even more beautiful than we were before that happened. So, that's the symbol of that.
Love that. And you're absolutely right.
Yes.
So
Because
your
we
title is your title because a lot of people are looking for a magic. They're looking for a magic pill to solve things.
Eh, Yes, kind of. So the title just came to me one day when I realized because I was that person that was always going to the doctor or calling somebody or reading this or doing that to find out what I could do to improve something about my health if I was having a challenge until I learned about just holistic wellness and natural remedies and things like that and started utilizing those and basically learned that we, by going within, have the power to heal if we listen to what our bodies are telling us. So we are the magic pill, or the magic pill is you as the reader.
Okay. Now, did you have a medical background or
So
science background? What's your background?
I'm a certified naturopath. And so I've
Okay.
gone to school to learn about alternative options to healing. And it encompasses everything from nutrition to mindfulness to herbs, different types of other modalities. It's a big umbrella of utilizing a different approach to heal. And the concept, Gwen, is basically that the body, mind, soul is one. So you can't have a healthy body if your mind isn't right or if your soul isn't right. Everything's connected.
Um,
Hmm.
yeah, that's why stress is so unhealthy.
Sure is.
Mm.
Sure is. People don't realize stress causes, stress is one of the major causes of all of these chronic illnesses that we have. And a lot of times we're not told that. But yes, and these days it's so important that we learn how to manage that because we're living in a time where it is a stressful time. I mean, it doesn't take much to get frustrated when you turn on the TV or talk to someone or read something. And managing that is more important now than it has ever been. So yes.
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
absolutely true. It's and right now as black women carry so much
We
because
do. We
um
do.
as and because many times black women, we carry the also the extra burden of being the only. On our jobs, we may be the only black woman, which means that we're also carrying that burden, whether we know it or not, or whether we want to or not. Sometimes we're we carry the burden of being the only, and then that means we carry the burden of being the representative. So that
Yeah.
means that everybody's looking at us as, okay, so this is how Black women act. So we have to be careful of what we say, what we do, because, all right, so if I act a certain way or if I respond a certain way, people are going to think that's the way all Black women act. So now I have to be careful. I have to police what I say or how I act, because that's the way they're going to think that we all act this way. And, or now I'm carrying the burden for my entire family, or not, or I'm carrying the burden for my community. And so, it's that extra pressure now. So it's
Yeah.
that extra stress now. And so it just compounds and it compounds and it compounds. And so
Yes,
where
it
does it end?
does. I'm sorry.
I
The
said, where
last.
does it end?
Oh, where does it end? I know. You got to ask me that for sure. So it's tough. I mean, we have to really realize as African American women, we have to again come back home to ourselves and understand that we too are just human. And we have been, I'll say stereotyped, I'll say the word, as you're saying, as we're rough and we're, combative and we're all these things, but we have had a tremendous battle to fight, as you're talking about. So some practices that I teach my clients, because our responsibilities are what they are, but I want to talk a little bit about breathing, and we take it for granted because it's something that we just wake up and do, and we do all the time as long as we're living. But this breath work or these breathing techniques are something that can help you ground yourself and help you with minimizing that stress on those days where it's just a lot. So there's a technique that I teach my clients where when you have a minute, even if you're at your desk, you have to go into the restroom and just have a moment of peace. This inhale is how it works. It's an inhale like you normally would, hold it for a second. And then your exhale, you choose from your mouth or your nose. Make it as long as you can. So make it very, very slow. And the eyes should be closed. And when you do that exhale slow, you immediately start feeling that tension just kind of melt. And it starts with your mind, though. It starts with you saying, I'm going to focus on this for this 1 minute exercise. As long as your mind is where you are when you're doing that and not on what you have to get back to, it works and it works very well. And I have clients
Okay.
that text me and call me, and, we have jokes, I just did one, I just did one. So it's very, very helpful. So that's one of the things that can help ground you back to feeling better and not feeling like, you're just all tensed up.
So
And then
inhale and then
inhale.
exhale slowly. Close your eyes.
Yes.
And
So
okay.
it's an
And
inhale.
block out the stress or whatever it is for that amount of time, for that period of
Yes. Well, just reset your mind before you do it, though.
okay, reset
Yeah.
the mind before.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Focus on what you're getting ready to do. Yep.
Okay.
And
All
then that
right.
inhale, hold it for a second or two, and then exhale as slowly as you can.
Okay.
And just be with your body.
Okay.
And it's pretty good. And the only way it doesn't work is if your mind is racing on 1,000 other things. So it's all about just
That's
being
the
in that
hard part, is
moment.
getting your
It
mind
is.
not to race.
But when you think about it, it's 30 seconds or however long. You may do it twice, you may do it three times, you may only have time to do it once, but you can do it three times in under a minute. So it's a very, very quick way to have a reset. So
Okay.
if we can tell ourselves, yes, I can spare a minute. Yes, I owe it to me to come
Hmm.
home to me for this minute. It works.
Yes. And all these people who are depending on us, what would they do without us? So
Yeah.
we have to be around and healthy so we can we can take the actions we need to take as caregivers, but we also can take care of ourselves.
Yes,
Mhm. You
absolutely.
know that we had this happened last week at choir rehearsal. I'm in choir at church, and a woman came in who hadn't been at choir rehearsal in a while, and she said that she needed prayer, she needed something because, and it was really a heartbreaking situation. Her son is 37 years old with schizophrenia and lives at home with her.
Mm.
He hears voices, and
Oh.
Mm.
sometimes people with schizophrenia, they might do anything. She also, for her day job, she works with autistic children who have special needs. So she's under tremendous stress at work. Then
Mhm.
she comes home with the son that's schizophrenic.
Mm.
She says she has to lock her bedroom door at night because she doesn't know what he's going to do. And the system is not really designed, because I think you can commit someone against their will, but they can only hold them for 72 hours. And then after that, they have to release them unless they're under either 17 or 18. So um, I feel for her because if she's under a tremendous amount of stress. And if
Right.
something happens to her, what's going to happen to her schizophrenic son?
Exactly.
That's a lot.
It's
It
a
feels
lot.
like she
She
doesn't
just
have a
broke out
break.
in tears. She was just
Yeah.
sobbing.
She goes from one situation to the other.
Another, right? There's no
Mhm.
there's no break.
That's hard.
Normally, hopefully, home is
Yeah.
a respite.
Hmm.
Um, but if home is stressful, it's really tough.
Yes. I feel for her.
Yes.
You know, it's never too late to reinvent yourself, and I tell my clients this a lot too. Because what I'm doing, although I've had this certification since 2010, I just started working as a calling, as a full-time thing that I do to help others just in the past couple of years, and I'm 60, and it's never too late to pivot and do something that's better for your health. So,
Mhm.
and I'll say that when people say they feel like they're trapped and they can't, they're in this job and it's horrible, and it's like, okay, you can make a choice to make a pivot and make a shift. It won't be easy, but if the ultimate goal is to have a better place in your heart as far as feeling better with what you're doing, then it becomes worth it. So,
And yeah,
mm,
some of these jobs, if you're saying you're looking forward to retirement,
mm,
you might not get there if
yeah.
you're under stress. It's very unhealthy. And I'm a big supporter in the homeopathic methods. I
Wonderful.
use and what really put me on the path to researching it was my younger brother passed away from pancreatic cancer.
Mm,
And when he got his
sorry.
diagnosis, I started researching everything I could find about um, the people who survived the diagnosis, because it's a 90% mortality rate.
Yes.
Within a year, the people of the diagnosis, people are dead. And so I researched the 10% that didn't die.
See,
And
everybody concentrates on the people who pass. People don't concentrate on the
on
people
the
who
people who
survive.
didn't die. And they they
That's a
used
good point.
they used low impact methods. They went homeopathic. uh, they stopped eating meat. A lot of it stopped eating meat.
Mm.
They used they boosted their immune system. So, and some of it was just sitting outside because vitamin D is in the sun. And a
Oh,
lot of times we don't get enough vitamin D,
right.
and that leaves us susceptible to all kinds of things. But I have a regimen, and that I've been using for years, mainly because I've been self-employed for a long time, so I don't get sick to eat. You know, I have to be healthy, and that's why I didn't
There
feel.
you go.
So, and I rarely get sick because the methods I take 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C every single day. If I feel anything coming on, a sneeze or a cough, I take another one. If I feel something in my throat, I add aloe vera gel to it.
Look at
It
you.
knocks it out. I
I
don't,
love
I,
it.
I don't, and I used to get sick like every year with bronchitis. That was the thing that would get me. Every year I would be sick for a week, like a fever in the bed, couldn't do anything. This was 20 years ago. So
Hmm.
then I had walking pneumonia. And after I had that, I said, okay, I've got to research and find out what I can do. So, and I tell people, take the vitamin C every day. You won't get colds. You won't catch the, I never got COVID during COVID. I've never had a
Okay.
flu shot. I've never had the flu. So, I people say, well, can it be that simple? Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
It is.
Absolutely. Well, I'm proud of you, Gwen. This
My
is
COVID
good.
never lasted for more than a couple of days because I took care of myself. I
Hmm.
wasn't one of those people who was like down for weeks and weeks and weeks. But I drank my tea. I stayed away from people. I don't I hardly ever get sick, and if I do get sick, it doesn't last but for more than a couple of days.
Hmm.
Because I try to take care of myself.
Yeah. And
And I have
we
to
had this
because I'm
show. This will be our 6th year. And I
always,
don't know if either of us have ever been sick.
That is so good.
I
yeah,
mean,
well, yeah,
This is so good.
I've been sick, but I don't stay sick long.
right.
Yes.
Well, I mean, sick and missed the show because of being sick.
Right, right.
I don't think, I don't think we
Well,
ever,
ladies, I'm so proud of both of you.
Well, because we're
You
following your
so y'all
principle.
know the magic pill is you, right?
right. Well,
I'm preaching
yeah,
to the
because
choir right now.
you might not be able to get to see a doctor. And then if you do, whatever they're giving you may not even fix it. Or it
Mm-hmm.
might cause a side effect.
Hmm.
It's all kinds of things,
Yes.
and
Yes.
so uh, I did find out I'm allergic. I developed an allergy uh, later in life in the last 5 years to orange juice and anything acidic,
Okay.
like tomato paste. This is I was never allergic to anything
Yeah,
before.
our bodies
Uh,
change.
our
Yes.
bodies change,
Oh yeah, they
so
do.
I have to make
Tracy,
sure I don't do that.
Tracy, do you have a copy of your book?
I
She
do.
showed it.
I do.
It
Oh,
Let me
had
show
the
it
lotus
again.
flower.
oh, that's
The
right. You showed it
lotus
in the very beginning.
flower.
Magic pill is
Yeah.
Yep.
So
So
what do you do with your clients? Like, do they come in for, uh, like, do you
right.
prescribe a method, not drugs, but
a
you
method.
do a
Yeah.
prescription for a method of dealing with whatever the stress is?
I am not a practitioner.
Okay.
I am a private consultant. So an
Okay.
individual would hire me to work with them on a one-on-one basis. It's completely customized. And this
Okay.
is not replacing their medical care. This is
Hmm.
empowering them and allowing them to make decisions that they feel that's best for them and giving them the information that they need to whatever solution they're looking to have in their life. But everything with me, with my clients, the foundation where I start with everyone is in the mind. What are you saying?
Hmm.
What are you believing? Because that's the start of everything, because the mind is powerful enough to make you sick if you think you're sick, to
Hmm.
to to say, okay, you've given up, you want to die now? Okay, you'll die. I've studied this. So I'm a cancer survivor since 2006. And
Wow.
that
Oh,
cancer diagnosis,
congratulations.
thank you so much.
Hmm.
Yep. And that diagnosis is what shifted my whole life because I was married to a traditional medicine doctor. So I was a real estate broker. So I didn't know anything about medical anything.
Hmm.
And that diagnosis knocked me off my feet. And when I tried to find out from him, why did this happen? What I learned about what they're taught and what they know and what they utilize kind of frightened me a little bit and took me down this path of my own. So I love our doctors, but I know that we as humans have so much power over ourselves to look within, like you ladies do. You listen to your bodies. You do the things that you should do. You don't, the moment you have something that doesn't feel right, you're not on the phone making that appointment and looking for something external. Not first, at least. You're going internally to determine what is my body trying to tell me? Or what did I do different this time? Or what could it be? Because sometimes it is that simple. But yeah, so how I work with my clients is individual based, and it's never the same for anyone. And it's just giving them tools and empowering them to go down a different path than they've been down. And it usually yields great successes for people.
Okay, now
Well,
Pam Perry said, tell us about the black seed oil.
Oh gosh.
everybody
Bam.
was using the black seed oil, and the there were a couple of things that everybody was using during COVID. Black seed
Mhm.
oil, and I don't know if I'm gonna say the word correctly. Echinacea. Um, it started with an E.
Echinacea,
Oh,
Yeah,
echinacea or okay. Echinacea
is
is
it that?
definitely
I
yeah.
know they were talking about elderberry too.
yes,
A lot of people
yes.
were taking the elderberry as well.
All of
Mm-hmm.
those are immune boosting, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Pam's talking about, so when I talked with her on one of her talks, we were talking about oil of oregano with black seed.
Okay.
And that's it's an anti-everything. The two work synergistically together. And I know, Gwen, you talk about how you take the vitamin C every day. It's like mega doses compared to vitamin C. If you're trying to really boost your immune system before you go somewhere or before you travel, before you're around a lot of people, it's really great. Um,
Okay.
yeah. So that's that. But
Okay. I've
it's
never
something
used
that
that, but I will look into it because
look
I'm
it up.
always about whatever works and what's natural
Yes,
substances.
they're
Not, and
very
the thing
strong.
a lot of people don't realize is one, you can't do a patent on a supplement because the big pharma, they can't make money on it.
Right.
So they don't recommend it because they can't make money because they can't get a patent on a supplement.
Yep.
So
Yep.
they don't recommend that. That doesn't mean that it's not good. It's just
No, it
they can't
doesn't.
make money on it.
Exactly.
And it's a whole heck of a lot cheaper than some of these drugs are expensive. There's supposed to be some kind of reset on the drugs, but who knows when that'll
Mhm.
happen. And you can't rely on that. But some of the like the name brand drugs are absurd. I know my
Yeah.
husband had to take a blood thinner. He had a blood clot after surgery. He had
Hmm.
to take a blood thinner for 90 days. It was ridiculously priced.
Yeah, it's some kind
So
of loop we're in.
yeah, it is. And so but I believe in, if at all possible, use a natural substance.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do need, like for an infection, you do need antibiotic for an infection. I haven't figured out yet how to get rid of one
Mm.
without it. And that can be very dangerous because that can lead to
Yes.
sepsis, and
Yeah,
sepsis will take you out of here. Um, but
for
I,
sure.
I love, so it's what did you say is oil of oregano
Yes, oil of oregano with black seed.
with black seed. Now,
Yes.
does it come in the same bottle or do you have to mix it yourself?
So I can't really recommend brands or do any of that kind of thing, but there are certain ones out on the market now that come in a gel cap form, which is the
Okay.
best
Okay.
because of the potency and there's it's the oil of oregano and the black seed oil are both very strong, and a lot of people have issues with digesting it, really. So
Okay.
these gel caps are much easier to digest, and you want something that, that has quality ingredients and a high absorption rate, and nothing's approved by the FDA when it comes to supplements, like you were just
Right.
saying, Gwen.
Right.
So you just have to do the research and read the reviews and that kind of thing.
Mhm.
But yeah, the supplements would take the pharmaceuticals out
They
of
would take
business.
take
So
them out of
yeah,
business.
yeah.
Mhm.
So
And people
that's
say,
why they're
well, it's
not
not FDA approved.
right.
FDA
No,
cannot approve a supplement because there's
right.
no patent
That's right.
because Big Pharma can't
That's
make
right.
money.
Because
It's
they're
all
all because stuff is all locked down
So,
the way they want to do it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's on
So,
lockdown. And
mhm.
you know, a lot of people
I'm
who
a
work for the
person who believes
FDA.
in my medicines, but I also believe in my supplements, and I
Mhm.
believe in my oils. I'm a huge juicer.
Oh,
I'm
good.
I do my oils. I'm always gonna look for the natural remedy before I look for the
Yes,
medication. That's just
man.
me. So I'm loving this. I'm gonna be looking for your book
Good.
because
I'm proud of both of y'all.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to hear this because it's like,
yeah, I'm telling you, you can ask my boyfriend. I'm always putting a concoction together.
love it.
I just
Yeah,
like
Love it.
stem cells.
my one of my daughter's friends called my mixtures, they call it a Negro spiritual remedies. Whatever you want to call it, it
Right?
works.
Yep. It's helping us
That's what
feel
our
better, right?
ancestors did. They didn't have all these medicines.
I
They
have a
used
whole
the plant.
album sitting in the kitchen waiting on me to cut it up so I can make my moisturizer.
Look at you. I'm so
Yeah,
proud
I
of
use
both of
vitamin E
y'all.
oil. I've been using vitamin E oil for decades on my face. I mean that,
Mm.
and I learned that from somebody older than me whose skin was
Skin was
great.
flawless, huh?
And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I said, and so I was in my 20s, early 20s when I started. And I've been doing it since then. So
That's
uh
so good.
it's a
Okay, but
cheap
I'm gonna look for
way.
that. I'm gonna look for the
Gold
oil of
stars for
oregano.
both of y'all.
I'm
Gold
gonna
Yes,
look for that
stars for
oil of
both.
oregano. I already have the black
with the
seed.
black seed. So I'm gonna look for that so I can
I
have it
mix
on
black
hand.
seed oil
Too
and
funny.
coffee, and I use that on my face.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I want to try to. You said I should ingest the black seed oil and the
Yeah, she said it's a gel, a
It's a
capsule.
gel cap, right? And it comes together. So when
Okay.
you search for it,
It's
you're going to
in the
search for
same
both.
thing.
Yes. And there's some, you can't take it you shouldn't take it every day. It's
Mm-hmm.
really, really one of those things that you take if you feel something coming on, like you do with the vitamin C, Gwen, if you
Uh-huh.
feel something coming on, or if you know you're about to be, in a massive group of
Around
people
of
that you
people
want to
that got
protect.
all kinds of
Exactly.
germs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
okay.
if you're flying somewhere, you're going to be on an
Mhm.
airplane, those kind of things. So it's a preventative,
Oh,
immune boosting, antimicrobial, it's a lot of anti everything. So it's
well, I
going to
Okay.
might not
cover
need that
you.
because I don't like being around a lot of people anyway.
Me
I don't
either.
either anymore.
Well, we're at the end of our time, at the end of the show. Tracye, this has been a great clinic on
Thank you, lady.
natural remedies and methods for longevity and good health, and to lower stress as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. To get the book, can I just share that?
Yes, yeah, and I see your
Uh-huh.
URL on the screen. Is that
Okay,
where
good.
to get the
Yep.
book?
TheMagicPillIsYou.com. You can go there, or you can go to Amazon and search the title, The Magic Pill Is You. It's available on Amazon as well.
Okay, and her
Mhm.
name is spelled differently, so when you look
It
her
is.
name up, it'll be easier to find it. Find it. Don't do Tracey. Do Tracye, and
That's
it'll
right.
come right up because I found it on Amazon myself. So
Very good. Thank you.
anyway, thanks so much, Tracye. Have a great night,
Appreciate you
and we
both. You
really enjoyed having
too.
you on the show.
It was a
Thank
pleasure.
you. It
Thank
was a
you.
pleasure to be here, ladies. See you later.
Thank you.
Okay, good night.
Good night.